Hey guys, what's up for EFC, and today we're doing something slightly different. Using the Air, the FM Scout Air, we have been looking at every age group, and that age group's best current ability player. So it's not what they're going to turn into, because those stats change over time, but their best current ability. So, in terms, what we're trying to say is, with the January transfer update, everything like that, the most up-to-date version of FM, we're going to be looking at the best player from every age, ranging from 15 to 49. It's amazing, let me tell you. You do want to stick around. Anyhow, so I'm going to go on my scouting shortlist, and we're going to start off with the youngster here, Jude Bellingham. Let's be honest, most of us have signed him in this year's FM. He is absolutely brilliant, one of the best English midfielders you can get on the game. Of course, he's got no background history, no stats like that. If we have a look here, he's quite quick, good vision, not great defensively nor aerial, good all-round player. I tend to use him as a box-to-box, but that's me. So, moving on from there, we're going to move on to 16. This guy I've never actually heard of. Some of you might have, but we've got the young lad here. He's played one season already, 7 goals in 8 games. That is unbelievable. But now looking at it, I just saw the match rating. That must have been in-game. I feel a bit like a plonker there. But let's look at this. So, I'm going to do this for a lot of players I don't know much about and haven't watched, but not great defensively. But other than that, he's fairly alright. He's definitely technical, which you expect for a Brazilian. Technical, good attacking vision, speed, decent aerial in fairness. How tall is he? 6'1". Jesus. He could definitely do the job. I mean, inside forward, yeah, he could definitely do that. Definitely, absolutely brilliant. So now we get on to 17, and here's finally a player I actually know. I believe it was 17 or 18 that beat out one of the players I'll mention in a minute, but Saka. Obviously playing for Arsenal at the minute, last season, 1 game under his belt. But no, absolutely tremendous player if you can pick him up as well. I talked about him and a few others in the Arsenal team guide video, and I said they've got so much great British potential. It's unbelievable. Absolutely fabulous player. So 18, here we are, Haaland. Now, like I said, it was 17, 18, I can't remember how old he is, but Mason Greenwood didn't even get in it, and I was very shocked by that. But of course, you can't overlook Haaland. It is a big jump in quality straight away. He fully deserves it. I mean, 33 goals and 71 appearances. It's nearly a goal every 2 games. He outscored the amount of games he played, but then he didn't score a single goal, which I'm intrigued about these 2 seasons. He picked up again, obviously, moved to Salzburg, and then had a great season, then moved to Dortmund. So, very good player. The best one we've had thus far until now. Jordan Sancho, beating out a few good players here. Absolutely fantastic player. If let's be honest, we all want to be Dortmund this season. They've got a stupid amount of potential in their squad. It's unreal. I mean, let's just look at anyone under 23 very quick. Look at those values. Also picked 2 of the best here, but even then, I suppose you're on loan, so you won't count, but 40 million ends. Jesus. That front line, you don't have to even change it, do you? I remember when Götze was the new kill on the block, his first time round at Dortmund, but it's such a shame. If you don't know the story behind it, it's something to do with muscles deteriorating, and it is a sad story. I don't know all the facts, I don't want to go into it, but yeah. Sancho anyway, last season 12 goals, obviously left Manchester City, so he was a former Premier League player. Didn't get to play obviously, but moved to Dortmund, got put in the Dortmund second team, brought back up, and from there really it's just completely took off. On to age 20 now. It had to be. You knew he was going to feature. Same with a few others in this video, but Kylian Mbappe, absolutely tremendous player, especially if you can get hold of him as well. I know a lot of people like to sign him, but it was this Monaco season that really took off for him. 15 goals, 29. I believe that's the season. Did Monaco? I'm pretty sure Monaco won the league. 16-17 they did. Absolutely fantastic, and of course he then got the loan move to Paris with the option to buy, which 13 goals, 27 games, not as good as a return, but about the same. And then he absolutely exploded from there, didn't he? So, age 21 now. This lad here, there was a lot of underwhelming 21-year-olds. There's no one really special. Obviously, class players like this, but no one really special. But absolutely fantastic player here. Obviously plays for Inter now. Scored a fair few goals in his time. Didn't have the great first season in Italy, but absolutely, definitely going to be a special player in years to come. 22, we have Dembele. I tell you what, it feels like yesterday he was only 19. It really does. He moved to Barcelona obviously in 17 season, and injuries just really hurt him. Saying that, he has played 104 games already, 30 goals. Obviously, these 2 seasons weren't great. He's not. I wouldn't call him prolific. I'd use him a bit more as a winger. I think that's how Barcelona use him as well. But either footed, quick, pacey, great dribbling, technical, absolutely fantastic player. Yeah, exactly as I described there. But definitely a special player. 23 now, and we have Leroy Sané, another very special player. 23 years old. He's everything you want in an inside forward, really, isn't he? Absolutely, yeah. I mean, passing composure, but besides that, absolutely amazing player. 95k as well. I didn't know he's on that lower wages. I say that he's 23, but no, absolutely special player and definitely deserves that spot. 24 now, and we go to his teammate who only by one stat, I believe, beat out Bernardo Silva, so obviously his opposite wing. Raheem Sterling. Obviously I'm not the biggest fan of him, being a big Liverpool fan, but he's an interesting player. In my personal opinion, he's not that prolific. Despite last season, last 2 seasons, I don't feel he's that prolific. Except, and I want to check his stat here, off the ball, yeah, 20, that's what I thought. He makes the right runs, he's in the right places to score the goals. Which is why I even think 14 finishes is too high, but I suppose you can't overlook the goals he scored. But he gets in the right positions, he has got some pace on him, he's great with the ball at his feet, dribbler, everything. He's definitely a fantastic player, and for City, I think he's definitely worth that 50 million. No, it was 46 million fee off Liverpool. In fairness, he's always scored a fair few goals as well. No, definitely a very good player. So we go on to 25 now, and we have Harry Kane this time around. I tell you what, Harry Kane, 25 years old. I don't know about you guys, but I swear he's like 28, 29 while I was making this video. I was very shocked to see him so early on, but we all know who Harry Kane is. He's not the quickest, but he is definitely, there you go, gets the crowd going. Look at this. Seeking a positive reaction from the crowd. It's brilliant, I absolutely love it. But yeah, he's definitely a Tottenham player, and a lot of people say he should leave Tottenham. I really don't. Hear me out on this. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely go down in history how won this, won that, won this. and all over the world, yeah, you're talked about. But I miss those players, the ones like the Gerrards, Lampards, the people that did stay, probably not their entire career, but their best chunk of it. You know, you think of Lampard, you think of Chelsea, you kind of sometimes forget this. He started off with West Ham, I believe, weren't it? And then obviously the spell with New York City, I believe it was. No, wait. The other Manchester franchise in America, and then also Manchester City themselves. Gerrard obviously went to the MLS with LA Galaxy, but I believe players that give the best chunk of their career to a specific club, they're remembered fondly. And yeah, I definitely see Harry Kane's going to be remembered very fondly if he stays at Tottenham. He's got an absolutely beautiful goal record, and he could definitely. I mean, I say that his injuries, they hit him hard. I don't think he'll get Alan Shearer's record, but it's nice to think about. Terrific player though in FM, of course. Scores a lot of goals consistently. Anyway, age 26, Alisson. I was a bit shocked. I can't actually remember him being this young, but then when you think about it, yeah, I suppose he is. Of course I think of him as a late bloomer. And that's because look at all this for his career. He weren't playing games or nothing. How old would that make him actually? Hang on. For him to be 16, it would be 210. So he'd be 16 there. Jesus, I think he's been with them since he was 12. I want to say 12. I think so. I don't know. I'm half and half at the minute, but when he did eventually break into the first team here, secured his permanent move to Roma, became number 1, and well, moved to Liverpool. Hopefully, being a Liverpool fan, he stays with us a long time now. But obviously, with some of this quality, there's always going to be club sniffer around, isn't there? He's obviously had a pretty nasty few injuries this season, so it does concern me. 27 now, De Bruyne. Now I have to tell you about this one before I even click on him. This was amazing. The people that De Bruyne beat out. Get ready for this. De Bruyne is the same age as Neymar, Van Dijk, Mane, Salah, Firmino, ter Stegen, David Alaba, Philippe Coutinho, Courtois, Isco, and Stefan de Vrij. You know who. And Casemiro. It's amazing that he's beat out all those players. This was definitely the toughest category. It's amazing. But on top comes De Bruyne, and it's hard to argue. And whilst I do think one or two of those players are better than De Bruyne, I'll get a lot of hate for saying it. He's still an absolutely godlike player. Do I think he deserves certain stats? No, I do not. I know he's a midfielder. 16 finishing though seems a bit high to me. So does his long shots. Now don't get me wrong, I know he's not just pass, but that is the better side to his game. I don't feel he's this amazing shot taker. He's good. Obviously don't shoot very often, and he's good when he does, but I wouldn't say he's got 16 finishing. If I compare that, what's Mbappe's? Mbappe's only got one better finishing than Kevin De Bruyne, which I think is a bit out of line personally. I think Harry Kane's quite high, yes, I'm not going to argue with that one. Kevin De Bruyne's better finishing than Sané, which, yeah, no, I'm not really buying it on that one, but I don't want to hate on too much. He's a fantastic player. Definitely, in my opinion, one of, if not the best midfielder. Central midfielder anyway, as far as deep line playmakers go. In the world, he is absolutely fantastic to watch. His range of passing is beautiful. and Chelsea were definitely wrong to let him go, but I'm sure you've heard that many of times off from many of different people. So if we go on to 28 now, Eden Hazard. He's probably not had the best debut campaign. Tomorrow's got more vision than Hazard. Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it? Anyway, he might not have had the best debut campaign, but there's no doubting Hazard's ability. Absolutely terrific wherever he's gone. Obviously there's been the odd season. If we point out this one, we point out this one, and then obviously the beginning of his career. But nah, he's a fantastic player, considering he's a winger, and that's what a lot of people have to remember. He is a winger. But yeah, brilliant player. Just I hope things don't go wrong for him now that he's joined Madrid and he's put on a lot of weight. I just hope. Anyhow, Gareth Bale. Now this was a funny one. When I got to here, I kept thinking, because we know they're both going to be included, but where's Ronaldo and where's Messi? I don't remember Bale being younger. Turns out he's a fair bit younger. 17 finishing, you know, well deserved. He is an absolute goal machine when he gets play time. Also, it says all these appearances, but I'm pretty sure a lot of them are substitute appearances. Absolutely brilliant player, and I feel like Harry Kane. Okay, if he had have stayed at Tottenham, I have no doubt in my mind these goals would have been so much more. And if Harry Kane did get the chance to come through as well, could you imagine having Gareth Bale, Harry Kane in the same team? Bearing in mind, you'd also have Son on the left hand side, I believe he plays. Bale on the right hand side. Did he play on the right or the left? Well, he likes to cut in, so I would have thought right hand side. So you got two goal scorers there, Harry Kane there. Then if they had a won stuff and whatnot, I'm pretty sure Eriksen would be more than happy to stay. I feel Tottenham could definitely have won a title had they kept Bale. I know they used the Bale money to purchase, I believe, Eriksen as well, on top of loads of other flops. But no, I definitely feel Bale should have been kept. And I feel if he had done, he would not have been so mistreated like he has done in Madrid. I think it's absolutely disgraceful. I feel, this is just my opinion, I feel the club's disgraceful, to be honest, the way they've dismissed club legends and players. Anyhow, off that topic, we have Robert Lewandowski, 30 years of age, absolutely terrific player, and just look at that for Bayern Munich. I mean, we have to talk about this. Oh my god, that is amazing. Cut out this one season with Dortmund, which was probably him adjusting. He scored double digits every year for what, 13, 12 years? And a lot of those 20s, two of those 30s. Oh my god, it's something else. 128 goals and 159 appearances. And even with Dortmund, he scored more than one every 2 games for them. And at all his clubs, he scored more than one every 2 games. That is a mental, absolutely fantastic player. I know a lot of people like to compare him to, say, Suarez and Aguero, but no, I think he's something else. Don't get me wrong, I don't think his numbers would be as high had he played in the Premier League like, say, Aguero. But he's adapted in, I believe, 2 different nations. Yeah, 2 different nations. He's overcome them, and well, he's been a first team all his life. So what does that tell you? Absolutely fantastic player and well deserving of it. Speaking of Sergio Aguero, we go on to him now. And, well, we all know who he is. He is absolutely brilliant. Hang on, let me just compare. So he's played 267 games. So 60 more than Lewandowski. Lewandowski scored 270 goals. Aguero 260. So Lewandowski's even scored more. This is to know, you know, I'm not slagging Aguero off here. In my opinion, he's definitely fighting for it. I feel if both players had have played in the Premier League, I feel Aguero would probably be the better player. But in current circumstances, I'd pick Lewandowski. But anyway, with Aguero, he is the typical. He's speed, finishing, dribbling. He is just perfect player. In each of the last few seasons, 20 plus goals. He's only Atletico Madrid when he started, Independiente. So most times he scored a ridiculous amount of goals. Wherever he's gone, really, he had a bit of a drop off in form there. One there for City, but he's an amazing player. Never hit 30 goals, but no, absolutely fantastic player. And worth every penny of that 39 million, which was a lot back then. It was a lot of money. So, on to 32 now, and he finally makes an appearance, Lionel Messi. Need I say anything about this guy? We're here comparing Lewandowski, okay, a man with 270 goals. Sergio Aguero, a man with 260 goals. Both of these players have played, Aguero's played about 20 less games than Messi. Lewandowski's played about 80. Yeah, Lionel Messi's nearly scored more than both of them put together. Bear in mind he's been a winger, a midfielder, a striker. This man is essentially the sort of player that the likes of players like Ben Arthur could have been. You know, the ones I'm all about, that have all the natural talent and ability in the world, but just don't have the right attitude. Messi had the right attitude, and he has just become something else. An absolutely stunning player, Barcelona legend, and I feel and hope he gets the send-off he deserves. A lot of people say, oh, could you do it in the Prem, could you do it in a different league? We won't know, but I hope also we'll never find out. I want him to stay at Barcelona. He is Barcelona through and through, and I feel he needs to stay there. Absolutely fantastic player. Just look at that. Just 50 goals. Oh my god, it's something else, something special. Considering in the last 3 seasons he hasn't scored under 30, and you have to go all the way back to 2007-2008 for the time that he scored under 20 goals. It's just amazing player, absolutely amazing. And before I move on, I don't care what people say about his national goals to appearances and whatnot. That is still absolutely brilliant for your national country. Absolutely brilliant. Compared to Aguero, quick. Yeah, no, absolutely fantastic. Right, so 33 years old, we have Manuel Neuer. Stunning goalkeeper. Played 395 games. Should really have been more, but injuries in the last few years have kind of took their toll, and I think it's kind of becoming clear he's not going to be a long Jeffrey goalkeeper. I do feel that Bayern Munich will try and move him on soon, because the injuries are now coming in, they're starting to settle in, and whilst he's brilliant with his feet, it's nothing like how it used to be. When he first came up with this sort of stuff, he wasn't the first, but he perhaps perfected sweeper keeper. And at his age, unfortunately, he's not got the pace off his line anymore. He's still quick, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that, but with injuries, with pace, and he's an alright shot stopper. I wouldn't call him amazing. I feel perhaps they'll look to replace him very soon. I don't actually know if they've got a replacement. Let me have a look, see if they've got a young keeper or anything. I haven't heard of one. If it was, no, 30 years old, yeah, they've got no one waiting. This Bayern Munich team, it's not looking great for age, is it? Anyhow, let's move on from that. Absolutely terrific keeper, though, nonetheless, and my fullest respects. 34 years old, we have Cristiano Ronaldo. 34 years old. What can I say? He is perhaps, whilst I feel he had talent, okay, at Sporting, he had talent, no doubt in my mind. The thing is, he probably had about as much talent as someone like, say, Nani, that moved to United. But this man's work rate, the effort he put in to make himself and perfect himself. I believe he doesn't have tattoos, he doesn't smoke, drink, anything. This guy can go on and on and on. Let me just show you this, okay? Since his move to Manchester United, and even if we include this one, look how many games he's played. Now the reason for this, his injury record. These are all the injuries he's had. He's had two 2-month injuries, a 5-week injury. These are major ones. I don't know if he's had 4 or less than these. I don't think FM shows all of them, just the major ones. But his last injury, major, was 2016. That was 4 years ago. I find it absolutely amazing. This guy's kept himself in top shape, and in my opinion, I feel he could easily go into his 40s. Easily. However, whether he will or not remains to be seen. I don't feel he should. I feel that I know he's moved to Juventus now. I think he just wanted to prove himself in yet another league, which he's done. Perhaps not to the same avail, but you have to remember, any player that moves to a new league, they've got to adjust. It's not easy, especially since someone like Ronaldo that spent 4 years at Sporting, a good few years at United, then a good few more years at Real Madrid. I can see him spending a good 5 years at Juventus. Absolutely amazing player. Absolutely. 46 goals, 48 goals. And when you look at his goals for Real Madrid, so you take out when he was that little tricky winger, and when he finally started to become the main man, he scored more goals than he played games. He is just hats off, absolutely hats off. A lot of people ask my opinion on him and Messi and that. I don't like to compare them, they're two different players. Ronaldo made himself what he is. Messi had the natural ability. Messi's a bit more of a dribbler. Ronaldo kind of became a bit more of a striker. So, no, absolutely two terrific players. I don't think they should be compared. Right, this is where we kind of take a dip in quality quite a lot. There's a few good surprises here and there, but a big dip in quality. Gabby. I have no idea who this guy is, but we'll have a look together. So it looks like definitely an Atletico Madrid lad. Funnily enough, moved to another club within the same division. I'm not sure about that one. He scored 10 goals. 10 goals in one season. That is nearly more than all his other games put together. That is amazing. 531 appearances. Yeah, solid mental play. Obviously you can see his physical starting to give way, but Now getting all that good money, 62k, brilliant. So we move on to 36 now. Daniel Alves. There we go. This guy, he is the reason that we have inverted wing backs. And whilst a lot of us don't use him, I certainly don't. He is the reason. Essentially, I remember an interview Pep did, and he said how he was everywhere that you need him to be. If a centre back was to push forward, he would nip into that centre back position to cover. If someone needed a passing option in midfield, he would be that passing option. If Messi needed someone to overlap or underlap, he was there. He was where you need him to be. Probably not the most solid defensively, but who cares? He was absolutely brilliant going forward from deep. Absolutely amazing. And in my opinion, he's probably the best, in my lifetime, no doubt the best right back in world football. I feel, this is me as a Liverpool fan once again, don't slay me for it, but I feel Trent is well on his way to becoming just as good. Attacking sense, probably not the same player with inverted and whatnot and being open for passes, but definitely as an attacking wing back. Never really scored a lot of goals, but you didn't really expect it from your backline, do you? His last few moves have been frees. He's never really gone for big money, but he gave, and this is what I spoke about before, he gave his peak to Barcelona, and he'll always be considered a Barcelona legend for that. So 37 now. We have Zlatan Ibrahimovic. You knew it was going to come. 37 years old. Say what you like about his attitude, but brilliant player. Absolutely brilliant player. Obviously in his younger years he's a bit more skillful, had a bit more pace, but he's never been the quickest, but he had a bit more pace. Now coming into his older age, he's just, I mean, look at that strength, jump and reach. He does martial arts, which obviously helps with that. He's still a very tricky player. Look at that flair. He's got a goal on him, so he's a leader. Just brilliant. 15 finishing. We're going back to the De Bruyne thing again. De Bruyne has better finishing than Zlatan. Just let it sink in. Anyhow, getting off topic again. This guy. Just Jesus. He's been playing football longer than I've been alive. Absolutely amazing. He's gone for a total of 131 million for his whole career. Nearly half that was the Barcelona move. But yeah, if we just kind of start off, obviously early years he was showing what he could do. Moved to Ajax, absolutely brilliant. Juventus, brilliant. Inter, brilliant. Barcelona, they say he was a flop, but 16 goals in his first season, yeah, brilliant. You know, Milan, he moved to Milan, he struggled to begin with, but I say struggled, 14 goals, brilliant once again. Moving to Paris, this is kind of like his, I say where he started to settle down. I know he had some brilliant years there, but he's played for some of the biggest clubs. In my opinion, the biggest club in Dutch football, biggest clubs in Italy, biggest clubs in Spain, biggest club in France. As much as it pains me to say it, a historical big club in England, and then a big club in the USA. He's a big club player. Absolutely smashed it in the MLS, but I think it was before his time. He's now gone back to Milan. He's doing good there, and I think he can make it to his 40s. Easy. Like I said with Ronaldo, he looks after himself, and he could definitely do that if he wanted. 38. I've never heard of this guy. I see him a lot on Football Manager, but well, let's have a look at him. He averages 1 in 3. Yeah, I mean, early years, alright, nothing special. Had a few very good years, and then nothing special for a long old time until more recently. came back to Bilbao, where perhaps he played some of his best football at times. 20 goals. That's good. No, he's definitely been a very good performer. He's definitely winding his years down though. You can definitely see, and by the looks of it, either he's had an injury there, or they've tried to replace him. That'd be 18, 19. It says nothing about injuries. But yeah, great player. How many caps did he had for Spain? 9 caps, 1 goal. Right, so 39. Never heard of this guy at all. Never heard of him. Absolutely never heard of him. So he averages 1 goal in 2 games. About the same finishing ability as Latam, but of course nowhere near De Bruyne, because you know De Bruyne is just a natural finisher. Okay, it looks like he came into the game a bit later then, 2000. So he's been playing for 19 years, which will make him 20. So he came in when he was about 20. Great goal scoring record at certain times, but it looks very inconsistent. He took a lot of gaps in between his goal scoring, but definitely looks like on his day he was a good player. 40 years old. This guy, I have no idea who he is. No idea. I want to see if he's actually played for a club I've heard of. Galatasaray. Oh no. This is... I mean, it's an interesting one. It looks like he's never really been... He's been the main man at some clubs. Main man there. Main man. Then, yeah, it's just kind of tailed off. 10 got... Wait a second. He scores goals. Oh, that's brilliant. I love seeing that at a goalkeeper. He scored 10 goals. 5 goals in 1 season. That's more than some strikers. Quick one, have a look. Did not ever score a goal? I would be surprised if he didn't. No, he hasn't. Huh. Interesting. Moving on. 41. Buffon. The man, the myth, the legend. In my opinion, certainly from my lifetime, best goalkeeper, hands down. I remember at one point, and some of you might remember this with me, but there was 3 top goal scorers in the world. Goal scorers. There was 3 top keepers in the world, right? You had the 2 oldies, which was Buffon and Casillas. And you had the young Manuel Neuer coming through, who could play the ball with his feet. And Neuer was starting to emerge as the top of the 3. But I always thought Buffon was definitely the most solid keeper. He was so... like, he could anticipate. He's a big lad, 4'6", and he could anticipate where the opponents were going to shoot, so he could kind of move into that position. He read the game so well. Absolutely fantastic player. Definitely, in my opinion, Juventus legend. Obviously, he went down with them, didn't he? Serie B, there it is. Went straight back up, but absolutely fantastic. 694 appearances. Had that brief. I don't know why he did that. But then, no, I don't know why. He left to go to PSG for just 1 season. You could definitely tell his heart's at Juventus. But he moved straight back there. He loves the club. Giving more than enough of his career to it. Absolutely fantastic keeper. In every sense of the word. Right, so 42 years old. We have this lad, another goalkeeper. Yeah, we have a few goalkeepers now. Believe it or not all of them though. Actually, does not look horrendous. Very quick. It definitely make a good sweeper. Never left Peru. Never scored a goal. No. But he's played 649 games. Absolutely fantastic. There's not much more to say about him though, unfortunately. But no, great player. Another goalkeeper. Oh god, he looks like one of those that you just don't know what he's going to do. Good reflexes, good 1-1, bit slow, so he looks like a solid option. 300, only 356. Well, they clearly didn't know what went on during this time period, which is interesting. Guess because hang on. I will check. No history on that. Interesting. Anyhow, he's never been. He's been a first choice keeper probably 2 seasons. Left Bulgaria to go Cyprus. Didn't work out well. Came back. Oh, 3 seasons. There we are. But yeah, just one of those keepers, I suppose. he played 18 times for his country as well, so fair play to him. So next one, a striker now. Right, so looks like he averaged 1 in 3, which is pretty good. He's just moved to a new team. Honestly, not the quickest. What sort of striker would he have been then? An aerial one, like, you know, target man. Star player at his new club, France. Oh, he played in England as well. Look at that. Started his career absolutely fantastic. I know it's whatever you want to call that. He played for Sutton. Moved up a level to the Vanarama, and then moved to France. He was very prolific in the beginning, and throughout a lot of the season, he actually was a fairly decent player. I know he never. Let's look at the actual levels. Okay, when he moved up to a proper level, he didn't manage much, but definitely in the lower leagues, he was a goal scorer. Definitely. 18 caps, 6 goals. Brilliant. Love to see that in a player. 45 now. Another striker. What's this? Amateur contract. Oh no. Right, so the sort of striker. I think he's just a target man. Well, he's quite quick as well though. Target man holds the ball up. No. Don't know what sort of striker he would have been. Never got capped by his country. I only played 216 games. I'm guessing it's because we don't know what's gone on in certain areas, but he had 2 good seasons, both in very low divisions, and I think his highest division was the first division here. No goals. Huh. Interesting little find, that player. Interesting. I wish there was more information about him. Ah yes, I can't go high, but there is more. So how do I... Let me just clear this now. So you're going to see, you're not going to recognise any of them, but you're going to see the remainders. 46 years old, another goalkeeper. Definitely looks like an interesting one. Reflexes and one. He's definitely not a shot stopper. I'll give him that. 559 games, a few seasons that weren't recorded. He scored a goal. He scored 2 goals. Look at that, 2 goals in his career. Brilliant, love it. Yeah, mainly Egypt, and a couple of spells elsewhere, but no, it looks like a decent player. Oh god, no. Oh no, I'm not boring myself. Right, so Chan Tad Sun. Right, well, he's just quick off his line by the looks of it. Atrocious. He just looks so bad. Wait a second. Rushing out tendency and punching tendency, but then that pace. That is bad. I didn't know people had that low. Oh my god. Wait a second. He's paid £8 a week. Appearance fee an extra £1. Clean sheet an extra £1. There you go. You can earn up to a tenner. Oh no, that's so sad. He's never been wow. I feel like there's a skipped few seasons here, but perhaps not. Like probably between here. He was a first teamer 2 seasons, maybe 3 if you really want a budget. Oh no. Right, and our final goal, no, not goalkeeper, he's actually, well, this is a utility player. You can see how he kind of fits into teams then. He's not paid anything, he's not valued anything, but he scored a lot of goals, and that's what we're going to have a look at. He's definitely determined, leadership, teamwork. Yeah, interesting. Right, so never left Norway and has almost been with the same club most of his life. That's an interesting one. Has he ever hit double? He has. He's hit double digits. 98. Never again since then. I wouldn't say specifically their first teamer at any of them, but maybe they have to rotate their sides a lot more. But he's actually been moved on for some money. He's in total his whole career is 43.75 thousand. I can't laugh at it because let's be honest, I'd be lucky if someone bought me for a Mars bar. He actually scored more goals in games there, which is interesting. 9 goals there, so definitely definitely an old school player, and I actually kind of want to look him up. And one thing I do want to mention is there's actually no player aged 47, not a single 47-year-old in the game, and there's no one beyond 49. But absolutely amazing that there's still a player going. Can't just want to sign him just so he gets over 50. It's tempting, isn't it? But no, he gave most of his life to a Pacific club, which is brilliant to see. I love to see it in players, I really do. I just want to see, who's the heaviest player? Zlatan, and then Buffon, Alisson, Neuer. Yep. Who's the latest then? Yeah, I thought so, it'd be the younger players. But then, Alvarez, he's really skinny, isn't he? He doesn't look it, but then he is 5'7". Sterling weighs more than Alvarez. Jesus. Amazing. Absolutely amazing, guys. Anyhow, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you've actually made it to the end. If you've made it to the end, type down in the comments end. I'd love to see if anyone actually has. Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like, and I'll see you next one. Bye bye.